Hello, good evening, all. Am I audible, no? Am I audible? So, any doubts in the last class? I think we discussed only while loop. I think so, right? Is it right? We discussed only while loop, right? So, any doubts? I think all of you practice that control structures regarding while, if else, nested if, all these things. I think yes, yes. You can share your screen. Sai Sharanya, I can share your screen. Sai Sharanya, you can share your screen if you have any doubt.
సరే నా డౌట్ ఏంటో చెప్పమ్మా.
Okay, ma, you are reading enter subject A, subject marks, subject A marks, enter subject marks. Okay, subject marks. Total is equals to B plus T plus F. Total marks, okay, total greater than 90, parental extinction. Okay, so Sai Saranya, what if you observe your elif, okay, you are written elif with indentation. You are not supposed to write elif with indentation. Okay, for example, if the first condition you are written if total greater than 90, right? So under that condition, you are going to print something like a distinction. What about elif? Elif should be, it should be parallel with if only. No, no, not yeah. Next, above line, elif. Yeah, elif should be above line. Yeah, that one. That should be, yeah. All elif should be parallel. That is print is fine. I think you stopped sharing. So all elif conditions must be parallel with the if only. That is the only mistake. Understood? I'm not seeing your screen. I think you stopped screen sharing. If you are understood, please respond, ma. If you understood the solution, because I'm not able to see your screen. Right. Okay. So remaining students, ma, any doubts regarding control structures? Simple if else, nested if, elif, and while. Any doubts? No doubts for remaining students. If you don't have any doubts, then I'll continue the looping. Explain while once again. Yeah, sure, sure. Sure, Sai Pravalika. I'll explain. Okay, yeah. I'll explain while and once again. No issue in that. Okay. So, okay, so yeah, I'm going to explain while once again. What is the syntax of while? Syntax is while. We are going to check the condition here. Condition. And okay, all of you please. Okay, remember most of the students are doing mistake here only. Like whenever you are writing some elif or whenever you are writing any loop, the statements what you are supposed to execute. For example, if this condition is true, what you are going to do? You are going to perform some action. You are going to perform some. Okay, you are going to execute something. That thing should be there under this while. Okay, so you are going to write statements here. Under this, you are going to write the statements. When the statements will be executed, The statements will be executed if the condition is true only. That is, you are supposed to remember. Okay. Whenever this condition is failed, then I'll come to. Okay. This is other area. This is not part of while. Okay. So if you want, you can write this is other area. It's not belongs to while loop. Okay. While loop is from here to here only. The block of while is here to here only. If you observe here, all these statements are okay under while. Okay, that's why they are starting from here. Okay, and what about this other area? Other area means this is not part of while. This is normal statements that will be executed irrespective of your while condition. Irrespective of your while condition, the statements will be executed. That is the reason why I written this is other part of the program. It is not at all related with the while condition. Okay, whether condition is true or false, definitely this will be executed. Right? Understood, all of you? Any doubts? Okay, so now we'll see some more examples regarding while. In the last class, I think you understood what is meant by finite loop and infinite loop. Already explained what is meant by finite loop and infinite loop. Okay. Anyway, we'll see that examples also. Okay. Once again, how we are going to get the finite loop, how we are going to get the infinite loop. Yeah, I given some task also. I don't know how many of you are read. Anyway, I'm going to write some more examples for while. Okay, so just I'm going to take some a is equals to some 10. Okay. Actually, this is the task I asked you. A is equals to 10 while a greater than 0, while a greater than 0, print of a is, while a greater than 0, print of a is a is equals to a minus 1. Now, anyone can guess the output of this program? Anyone can guess the output of this program? Actually, this is one of the question I given for assignment. Okay, please look at this program and you guess the output. What's the output of this program? Please, all of you. If you want, you can use pen and paper. If you put the logic on a paper, okay, automatically the answer will come. Most of the students are going to, okay, simply what they will do is they are unable to understand the programs. The reason is they are unable to go with the flow of the program. Okay, if you put all the things on a paper, okay, then you can understand how this program is going to flow and how it will be executed, what will be printed in line 1, what will be printed in line 2, how the flow is going on. Everything you can understand. Any guesses? Yes, somebody has written 10, 9, 8. Yeah, till 1. Yes. Next. Any other guesses? 9, 8, 7, 6, 9, 2, 1. Okay, yes. Very good. Some of your guesses are correct. So, now if you observe here, this is the output of this program. Okay, this is the output of this program, but how we are going to get this output, that is very important. Okay, I'll explain this. Please listen carefully. It's very simple. What is a value initially? What is a value initially? 10, right? So here I'll explain this same program. I'll explain in Notepad so that you can understand very clearly. Just I'll explain the logic of this program. Okay, so here I'll explain the logic. Okay, now all of you please listen carefully. If you understand this program, you can understand all programs, whatever you are going to write using while loop. What is initial value of A? A is 10. Okay, so I can call it as first iteration, iteration 1. A is 10. Okay, A greater than 0. What is the condition of this while a greater than 0. Condition is 10 greater than 0. 10 greater than 0. What is the condition? 10 greater than 0, true or false? 10 greater than 0, true or false? 10 greater than 0 condition is true. Okay. So whenever this condition is true, already we know that the logic of while is if the condition becomes true, the statements in while will be executed. The statements in while will be executed. What are the statements in while? First statement is A is A. So here A is, what is A value? A value is 10, right? A value is 10. Okay. So here if you want to write A value is 10. So A value is 10. So that's why A is 10 will be executed. This is first iteration. Coming to second. Okay. So A is 10 and what is the next statement? A is equals to A minus 1. So what is A value here? A is equals to A minus 1, 10 minus 1, that is 9. Okay. Now, only one iteration is completed. Only one time the statements are executed. But what about while? While is a looping statement. The statements will be executed repeatedly, not one time. It will be executed repeatedly until the condition becomes false. Okay, so that's why again I'll check the condition. If it is false means I'll stop. So now what is the condition again? A greater than 0. What is A value? A value is 9, right? So 9 greater than 0. 9 greater than 0. What will happen? 9 greater than 0? True. Okay. So if it is true, then what I'm going to do? A is A. What is A value? 9. So A is 9 will be printed. A is 9 will be printed. Okay. So now what is the next statement? A is equals to A minus 1. So that is A is equals to 9 minus 1, that is 8. This is about second iteration. Okay. So A is 9 and A value is updated. Next iteration, iteration 3. Now you can check A value is 8. 8 greater than 0. Condition is 8 greater than 0. True. A is, okay. So A value will be printed 8 and A value will be printed as 8 and A becomes 8 minus 1, that is 8 minus 1, that is 7. Again same. Okay. So iteration 4. The condition is 7 greater than 0 true and A is 7 will be printed and A value is updated to 7 minus 1, 6. Next iteration. Okay. Iteration means executing all the statements one time. That is known as iteration. Okay. So now iteration 5. In iteration 5, so A value is already updated to 6. 6 greater than 0 true. A is 6 will be printed and A value is 6 minus 1, 5 will be printed. I think all of you are understanding, right? Please let me know if you have any doubts. All of you are getting or not? Please respond in the chat box. Each and every iteration you must understand. Then only you can get the logic of this program. Otherwise, most of the students are thinking like it is very, okay, it's looking like only very simple program. Okay, only 4 lines. But there is a lot of logic involved. So that's why I'm explaining each and every iteration, how the how the loop is going to execute, how we are going to get that output. Okay, now A value is updated to 5. So next what we are going to do, you are going to write 6 times. Okay, so A value is 5. A is 5 greater than 0 true and A is 5 will be printed. A is equals to 5 minus 1, that is 4. Next iteration is 7th iteration. A value is 4. 4 greater than 0 is true and A is, okay, 4 will be printed and next A value becomes 4 minus 1, that is 3. Next iteration number 8. Okay. So now A value is 3. The condition 3 greater than 0 true. A is 3 and A value becomes 3 minus 1, 2. Next iteration, 9th iteration. A value is 2 greater than 0. That is true. A is 2 will be printed and A value will becomes 2 minus 1, 1. 10th iteration, iteration 10. So now 1 greater than 0, A value is now 1, 1 greater than 0 true. A is 1 will be printed. A is equals to 1 minus 1, 0. Okay. 11th iteration. 11th iteration, all of you observe here, A value is 0. 0 greater than 0, false. 0 greater than 0, false. Okay. So condition failed means we'll come out of the loop. Okay. So we'll come out of the loop. There is nothing. We'll come out of a loop. Out of a loop. Is there any statements out of loop? So out of loop means these are statements in loop. Is there any statements out of loop? Nothing will be there. If there are any statements, that will be printed. I'll extend this program. I'll write some statements outside. Okay. So here I'll write some statements. Print I am outside. I am outside. Now guess what is the output of this program? Now guess what is the output of this program? Now guess what is the output of this program? I added one more line in the previous program. What is the output of this program? Just I added, yeah, 10 to 1 outside, yes. Okay, just I added. 10 to 1 will be printed, that is as usual, but when a value becomes 0, when a value becomes 0, the condition will be failed, and whatever outside that will be there, okay, that will be printed. Okay, so that is what this program is all about, right? Any doubts, ma? Any doubts in this example? Any doubts? Any doubts? Please respond if you have any doubts. First of all of you must understand what is the flow of while loop. If you know the flow of while loop, then automatically you can get everything. You should know how the while loop will be executed. Actually, this is one of the program I given as a assignment. Okay, the program is printing numbers 10 to 1. So that is what this assignment. Okay, so this is, now tell me, is it a finite loop or infinite loop? Is it a finite loop or infinite loop? Is it a finite loop or infinite loop? Yes, finite. Why? Because the loop is terminating after some iterations. After some iterations means after printing some 10 to 1, it is terminating. After printing 10 to 1, it is terminating. The program is terminating. The program is stopping after some time. That's why it is known as a finite loop. What about infinite loop? Infinite loop means the program will not be terminated. Okay, the program will not be terminated, or in other words, the condition will never become false. Yeah, the condition will never become false. Already I explained some examples also. Here also very simple. If you want to make this as infinite, just you can make the condition always true. If you make the condition always true, then that is nothing but your infinite loop, right? Any doubts? Regarding infinite loop, finite loop, regarding while example, any doubts? Okay, so if you don't have any doubts, we'll go for some more examples for infinite loop. I told you one scenario how we are going to get infinite loop. The scenario is okay. So in this statement, in this program only, I changed some statements. But what are the modifications I am going to do so that this loop will become so infinite loop? What are the modifications? What are the modifications can be done so that this loop will become infinite? In this program, what are the modifications I am supposed to do so that this loop will become infinite? Already we seen this in the last class also. Anyone from this program, what modifications I need to do so that the program will become infinite loops? A value change, decrementation is, yeah, very good. decrementation is removed. Yeah, if I remove that a is equals to a minus 1, if I remove this line, then automatically, what about this program? It's actually not required. If you want, you can write. Okay, if you see this code, 10 is greater than 0, 10 is greater than 0, that is fine. 10 is greater than 0 is true. Okay, you are getting a is, what is a value? 10. So always 10 is greater than 0 is true, and always a value is 10 only. So here the program is a is 10 is going to be printed infinite number of times. If you want, you can run this program. A is 10 is going to be printed infinite number of times. You observe here a is printing infinite number of times. So this is known as infinite loop. Okay, understood? Any doubts? And some other ways are there. Some other ways are there to convert or to write some program for infinite loop. Okay, I'll write some more examples for infinite loop. Very simple example. I can take while of 1, and hello. Can you guess what is the output of this program? Can you guess what is the output of this program? Yes. Can you guess what is the output of this program? All of you please see this program, the only 2 lines. What is the output of this program? Anyone can guess? Hello. Okay. So here the program output is hello is going to be printed infinite number of times. That is the output. Okay, what is the output? Hello is going to be printed infinite number of times. Why? What is the reason? The reason is very simple. Already I told you in our previous classes. In Python, 1 means true. In Python, 1 means true. 0 means false. Okay, what is the meaning of 1? 1 means true. Okay, what about this while true? True means the condition is always true. Always true means what? This will be executed always. How many times? Infinite number of times, because here it is not becoming false. So that's why hello is going to be printed infinite number of times. You observe this. This is what the output of this program. Hello is going to be printed infinite number of times, right? Understood, all of you? Understood, ma, all of you? Please respond. Understood, all of you? How can we get infinite loop? Yes. Okay. So the other way is you can write instead of while 1, you can write true also. You can write true also. So this is also same output, because while true means the condition is always true. This will also give you the same result. If you written 1 or 2, that is nothing but same. It is also give you the same result, right? Okay. All of you understood now? What is meant by infinite loop? When we are going to get infinite loop? Okay. For example, if I made this as 0, or if I made this as false, then what will happen here? If I made this as 0, then what is the output of this program? What is the output of this program? Anyone tell me what is the output of this program? If I made this as while instead of 1, if I made it as 0, what is the output of this program? Only hello will be printed 1 time. Yes, very good. Sai Sharanya, nothing is printed. Adinarayana, only hello will be printed 1 time. Why it will be printed 1 time? Is the condition is true? It's not true, right? Even 1 time also it is not true. If it is true 1 time, then 1 time hello will be printed. But what about this 0? 0 means false. False means what? In while, the condition becoming false means I'll go outside. Is there anything outside actually? Nothing is there outside. For example, if you are written something outside, then outside statement will be printed. But here, I'm not written anything outside, right? So that's why nothing will be printed. Similarly, if you written false, also same. Nothing will be printed. The output is nothing. No output. Okay. Similarly, instead of 0, you can write false also. Same output. For example, now I want to write something here. Print. Okay. Hi. Now tell me what is the output of this program. Now tell me what is the output of this program. Yes. I will be printed. Why? Because actually condition is false. But in the while block or in the while loop, how many statements are there? Only one statement is there. This statement will not be printed because condition becoming false. But what about after while loop? After while loop, I have some other line or some other statement. This statement will be printed. This is not at all related with the condition, whether it is true or false. Irrespective of the condition, whether it is true or false, the statement will be executed. The statement which is outside of while loop will be executed, irrespective of the condition, whether it is true or false. Understood, na? All of you? Understood? Any doubts? Please respond if you have any doubts. When we are going to get finite loop, when we are going to get infinite loop, okay, how while loop will be executed, how the statements outside of while loop will be executed. Okay, so these are the different scenarios where you are going to get finite loop, where you are going to use infinite loop. Okay, so how the things will work. So this is nothing but simple example, right? Any doubts, ma? Okay, so yeah, if we don't have any doubts, then we'll go for loop. Okay, we'll go for loop. Already I told you, if you remember, we are going to use for loop. Okay, before going to for loop, we are going to know the meaning of range function. Range. What is this range function? Range is nothing but it is going to give you the values. Okay, it is going to give you the values in the range. Range means, for example, okay, 1 to 10, it's a range. 1 to 100, it's a range. Okay, so the values in between 1 to 100, it's a range. Range means the values in between some numbers. Okay, now if I want to write some for loop, first I should know what is meant by this range. Okay, so let me write what is the meaning of range. I'll explain in shell what is meant by range. Okay, so next I'll write range. Range of 10. Range of 10 means, okay, all of you please see here. Range of 10 means what are the numbers it is printing? It is range of 10 means always range is starting from 0 and it will be excluding, okay, excluding 10. 10 will be excluded. Means range of 10 means it is going to print 0 to 9 only. Range of 10 means it is going to print 0 to 9 only. Okay. Range of 100 means it is going to print 0 to 99 only. So that is the point you should remember first. Range means, okay, example, range of 10. Range of 10 means, okay, so 0 to 9 will be printed. 0 to 9. Okay. For example, if you want to print some other numbers, then range of, you can consider 1, 10. If we consider this, then whatever number, here if you observe, I am sending only one number. For this range function, I am sending only one number. So that's why by default it is starting from 0. If you send one more number also, then it will start from that number only. If you observe the difference between these two functions, in the first example, I sent only one number. Range of, I written one number only, one argument only. That's why it is by default it is starting from 0. But what about this function? I am sending one more number. So that's why it is starting from that number. If you are not written any number, if you are sending only one number, by default it will start from 0. But if you are sending some other number, then it will start from that number only. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to all? Okay. So now we'll see some examples. First, I'll explain some examples on IDLE shell. Then we'll go for some programs. Okay. So for I in range of for I in range of 10. For I in range of 10, print of I. So this is the output of this the meaning of this statement. For we are using for loop. Okay, I in range of 10. Range of 10 means already we know it is going to take from 0 to 10, but 10 will be excluded. Okay, so that's why print of I. Print of I means first this range will start from 0. So that's why I value becomes 0. So that's why 0 will be printed. Next, you don't need to write I plus 1. Okay, by default range and for is going to take the increment. You don't need to write I plus 1. Right? So that's why I value will be printed 0. It will be incremented to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I told you like 10 will be excluded. So this is a simple example for loop. Understood all of you? Okay, always. Okay, we are going to use this for loop with range function. Okay, next, yeah, we'll go for some more examples. For I in range of some 2, 10. 2, 10. Print of I. What is the output of this program? Anyone please tell me? What is the output of these lines? For I in range of 2, 10, print of I. What is the output of this? What is the output? 2 to 19. 2 to 9. Yes. 2 to 9. Okay. Yeah. That is the output. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the output. Okay. So we've seen two types of range. One type of range is it is taking one argument, and one more type is, for example, okay, you can take some number. The example is, for example, 1 to 9. Example here is 1 to 9. I'll have one more type of range. I'll have 1, 100, 2. What is this? It is nothing but range of okay, low value, high value, step size. This is very important. Okay, so low value, high value, step size. So here low value is 1, high value is 100, step size is 2. So what it is going to print low value? If you observe here only these two things. In general, range of 1, 100 means what will be the output? Range of 1, 100 means? Range of 1, 100 means what will be the output? 1, 100 means what will be the output? Yes, 1 to 99. Very good. 1 to 99. Okay. So first you consider only that two things. 1 to 99. Okay, 1 to 99. In 1 to 99, I added one more argument, one more parameter. I written 2. What is 2? 2 is nothing but the step size. Okay. So 1 to 99 with the step size of 2. 1 to 99 with the step size of 2. Step size of 2. 1 to 99 with the step size of 2. What's the meaning of step size of 2 means? Okay. So first 1 will be considered. Next 1 plus 2. Okay, next. So next 1 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, and so on. So here what is the output? The output is nothing but that is equals to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. This is the output until we got 99. So this is the way how we are going to use range function with 3 arguments. First argument is low value, second argument is high value, last argument is step size. How much you want to add? Is it clear to all? Is it clear, ma, all of you? Is it clear or not? Please respond. Are you getting or not? So here we'll see same example. For I in range of 0, 100, 2. Okay, now please tell me what is the output of this code. What is the output of this code? Please, all of you, type it in the chat box. What is the output of this? Okay, what you didn't get? Okay, so 0 to 100 means what is the output? First, you think of only these two arguments. Range of 0 to 100 means how many numbers will be considered? 0 to 100 means 0 to 100 means 0 to 99 will be considered, right? 0 to 99 will be considered. Yes. I added one more argument. The last argument is step size. Step size means it will be added by 2. So first argument, first number is 0. Next number is 0 plus 2. Next number is plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on like that until 99. If you observe here, this is the output. Okay, all of you please see this. 0 to 99 means already we know that it is going to print numbers from 0 to 100 means 0 to 99. Okay. What about last number 2? That is nothing but step size. So for each and every number 2 will be added. So first 0, next number is not 1. Why? Because I written step size of 2. So 2 will be added for this. That's why 0 plus 2, next to 2 plus 2, next to 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12 plus 2, 14 plus 2, like this. Until we got 99. When you got 98 plus 2, 100. So, but 100 will not come, right? 100 will not come. So, that's why it will be printed till 98 only. Understood, all of you? Why you are getting 99? 99 will not be printed. What is the last number before 99? 96 plus 2, 98. 98 plus 2, it is 100. But 100 will not be there in the range, right? 100 will not be there in our range. What is our range? 0 to 100. 0 to 100 means what? 0 to 100 means 0 to 99 only, right? 0 to 100 means 0 to 99 only. But after 98, 98 plus 2, we are getting 100. So that's why 98 is the last number. Understood, all of you? Understood, all of you? Please respond. Okay, so now tell me what is this program? What is the title of this program? Title of this program is very simple. Write a Python program to print even numbers from 0 to 100. Right? To print numbers, even numbers from 0 to 100. For example, I want to print odd numbers. Then simple, you can write like this. Okay. For I in range of, for example, I want odd numbers from 50 to 100. 50, 100. Okay. Then maybe you can add something like, okay, if you add 1, 51, 52 like that. Otherwise, you can start from 51. Otherwise, no problem. You can start from 51 and we can add 2. Print of I. Now if we observe here, 51, 53, 55, 57, 59, 61, 63, 65, 67, 69, 71, 73, 75, and so on till we got 99. Because here I written 100, right? So after 99, 99 plus 2, 101. So 101 will not be there in our. Understood, all of you? Understood, all of you? Please respond. So you can write this type of programs very easily using this for loop. Already, if you remember, in some of the classes, I asked you, can you write a program for finding out even numbers in between 1 to 100 or even numbers in between 50 to 100, or even numbers in between 200 to 1000. You can write in a single line. You can write this program. You can write in single line. Even numbers in between 1000 to some 5000. You can write in a single line, right? Or odd numbers in between 1000 to 2000. You can write in a single line. Any doubts, ma? Okay. So if you don't have any doubts, we'll go for some example programs for loop. Okay, you can use for loop for displaying various types of list or people, all these things. Okay, you can use for loop for displaying all list or people and so on. For example, A is equals to, okay, simple example. I want to print 1 to 10. Or I in range of, or I in range of 100. Print of I is I. What is the output of this program? Anyone tell me what is the output of this program? What is the output of this program? Yes, 0 to 99. Very good. Okay. So I value is, okay, I is, we observe here, it will start from 0. I is 0, I is 1, I is 2, and so on, I is 99. Okay. So this is the output of this program. Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. So if I want to write something like 100 comma 200, then what is the output of this program? What is the output of this program? Yes, I is. Some of the students are confusing still whether 100 will be included or not. 100 always will be included. Left side number always will be included. Only right side number will be excluded. Only 200 will be excluded. 100 will be printed. It is starting from 100, not from 101. Some of the students are writing from 101, not from 101. It is from 100 only. 100 to 199. If you want, you can check it out here. 199 is the last number. And if you observe here, it is starting from 100, not from 101. Right? Is it clear? Yes. Any doubts? Okay. So now we'll see some more programs for loop. I'll take some string s is equals to Python. Okay. For I in yes, print of I. What is the output of this program? Anyone please tell me what is the output of this program? Yes. Okay. Yeah. It is going to take individual characters. It's going to take individual characters. For I in S, first P will be printed, next to Y, next to T, next to H, next to O, next to F. Okay. This is for string. If I want to print individual characters also, I can use for loop. Similarly, I want to print some list. I want to print some list. For example, A is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is my list. For I in A, print of. Okay, what is the output of this program? What is the output of this program? What is the output of this program? Please, can you guess what is the output? Yeah. Next, I am going to consider a list and I am trying to print its values. Okay, so that is nothing but first item will be printed. Okay, and next second item, next third item, next fourth item, and so on. Instead of list, you can go for people also. You can go for any type of other data types like okay, you can go for understood. So I think you got an idea what is meant by for loop, right? Any doubts here? Any doubts, ma? Any doubts? Please respond if you have any doubts. So maybe you can use here. Uh, Here I can go for some people. Just I took one more look for printing the triple values. Okay, so if you observe here, the first 5, 10 to 50 is for list items, 100 to 500 is for people items. So you can print each and every value in a list or a tuple or a string by using for loop. Okay, any doubts? Any doubts? So now, can you write some programs? I'll give some programs as homework. Please try these programs. First program is so all of you please try these programs. Write a Python program to print odd numbers in between 100 and 500 using for loop. Write a Python program to print numbers in between 100 and 500. Next, print numbers from 100 to 10. From 100 to 10. Any doubts for doing this? All of you can complete these programs. And next programs also, I'll use some other programs. Demonstrate infinite loop using while. Okay, so these are the programs you're supposed to practice. Any doubts? I hope all of you can do these programs, right? Any doubts in these programs? Please let me know if you want to require any additional information from, okay, my side. If you need any more information to write these programs, let me know. Okay. So please allow to practice all these programs, the programs what we discussed in the class. Okay, how to print the list elements. I'm not giving that questions as homework, but you are supposed to practice printing list elements using for loop, printing tuple elements using for loop, printing string elements using for loop. All these things are very very important. Uh, Please practice all this. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. If you don't have any doubts, okay, please let me know if you have any doubts in the chat box. Any doubts are there? Please let me know in the chat box. These control structures are very very important. Starting from simple if else, nested if, elif, and looping statements. Next, we are going to discuss continue, break. All these are very very important. If you understand the logics, then you can write the program by your own. In most of the programs, we are going to use at least we are going to use one or two control structures. It may be simple if, or it may be if else, or it may be nested if, it may be elif, or maybe sometimes loops like while or for. We can use some of the control structures in all the programs. So if you don't have any doubts, I'll stop here.